Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. Nice to have you with us on this Thursday, the 26th day of April, the year 2018. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Oh yes, and as always, coming alive and at you from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York. And today, I am inside the campus of Long Island University, which is located in downtown Brooklyn, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. We have a lot to do today. Plenty to do today. So little time. Of course, the NBA playoffs. The one game in the NBA playoffs tonight is the Boston Celtics, and it was 2-1. The Mets had this game in control. So far, it looked like they was going to win this game. They looked like they was going to win this game. And then the Cardinals tied it in the 10th. And then Fowler walks it off in the 13th inning. And in the result, the Mets lose 3-4, and the Cardinals salvage a win. Listen, the Cardinals are a heck of a team. To me, they're the San Antonio Spurs of baseball, I should say, because they have a lot of history, a lot of pedigree. Having said all that, they have the Mets. The Mets, to me, the bats didn't do nothing in this game. They really didn't. Yes, Syndergaard went through 7, and Syndergaard so far is having a sensational year. He really has. He really has a sensational year. So, and losing 9-1 yesterday, it wasn't the Mets' fault. And we'll get to last night. We get to last night in a second. But losing, you got the San Diego Padres next week. I mean, they go to San Diego tomorrow, and let's hope they don't focus too much on the weather. But the Mets have to lick their wounds, bounce back, have a decent memory, because this game they should have won. Honestly, they should have won. They had the lead. It was really a tight game throughout. It was really a tight game, to be honest with you. It was a tight game. It wasn't like honestly, when I watched this game today, it felt like it really, in my estimation, felt like a playoff game. It really did. And they They didn't capitalize a lot of. The offense did not capitalize on base, and you got to give the Cardinals credit. Their bullpen did a good job today. They really did. They really did. And as far as last night's game, Steven Matz just looked awful. And this is not just him. This is my biggest problem with pitching. And this goes for Matt Harvey too. They rely too much on their curveball. They rely too much on their breaking ball. They rely too much on their slider. They break up. The changeup is fine. I don't have a problem with the changeup. But with the changeup, you got to throw it in the right location. You have to throw it in the right location. You can't throw it. To throw the changeup, you got to throw it inside. You got to throw it outside the strike zone, because it make it seem like the hitter is gonna could take it for a ride, but instead you swing at it for strike three. But instead it's a swing and a miss. That's a perfect pitch. But back to what I was originally going to say. Matt had to rely on his fastball more. So is Matt Harvey. The thing you love about Syndergaard don't rely on his breaking ball. Even though his breaking ball, I have to admit, at times when you watch it on TV, it looked like he throw the fastball. And I'm gonna say this: Syndergaard has the best slider in baseball. I don't care what nobody say. Whatever it's insiders, experts, or teammates, I don't care. Syndergaard has the best slider in baseball. Mark my words. But back to Steven Matz. Steven Matz has to rely on his fastball. He relies on his breaking ball way too much. When you're a lefty, it means the toughest pitches for a lefty to hit it's a fastball. And this is your third year in the major leagues. Third year. And we keep seeing the same mistakes over and over and over and over again, and you keep getting frustrated. Instead of getting out, I just heard my stomach rolling. Don't worry, stomach, I get out in a minute. But anyhow, he got to learn to get out of the inning and don't make a small inning into a big inning. Sometimes you have to focus on, you know what? Let me get him out of there. Get him out of there. Let me see that. And go for the Cardinals for taking revenge on the Mets. But enough with the Mets. Let's move on to the Yankees. Let's use Yankees to the Yankees, shall we? And with today, even though they beat them by 7-4 yesterday. 7-4 yesterday. The Yankees was this close to losing this game. The Yankees was this close to two. The Yankees were shut out through 5 innings, or should I say seventh inning. Seventh inning. They couldn't do nothing. They really couldn't. They couldn't get on base to save their own life. But Sanchez saved them in extra innings, and the Yankees swept the Minnesota Twins, as I predicted they would. The Yankees always own the Minnesota Twins. The Yankees always have the Twins number. Just like the Angels always have the Yankees number. Just like the Red Sox always have the Angels number. The Yankees always have the Twins number. Always. And then somehow the Twins, whatever it is, the regular season or the postseason, can't put the Yankees away. They just can't. And Sanchez is he's a heck of a hitter. What can you say? And the Yankees are 15-9 right now. 15-9. And they looking to pass the Toronto Blue Jays. And next week, and they on the road. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot. I don't remember who they're going to face next on top of my head. But the Yankees are on a good track, and let's hope they continue this road. Let's see if they continue this road. And the pitching is going to be the pitching is going to be here or there. But as long as Severino keep continuing to be dominant and electric, and Tanaka be consistent. Montgomery did what he did again on Monday. The Yankees will be a World Series team, be a World Series projective team as we expected during the beginning of the year, and probably win the division and get behind the Red Sox. And I know we would love to see a Red Sox-Yankees postseason. Again. We would love to see that. And let's move on to and enough about that's a story from the New York baseball. Let's go on to the NFL draft, shall we? That is happening tonight. At 8:00 and tomorrow at 8. Here's the thing. Josh Allen with his racial slur, and we don't need to go what he said. We have an idea what he said in 2012, 2013 when he was in high school. You didn't think it would come, Josh. You didn't think it would come back to bite you in the ass. Even despite the fact, yes, I understand he apologized. But this is gonna eat him, and possibly cost him a draft pick. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, don't be surprised if any team if you don't get selected in the top 5 now. That pick has been dropped now. Because if you go to an offensive lineman and they mostly black men, majority of them will be black men. How do you think they would take it? All white offensive linemen. How do you think they're going to take that? They're not going to take it too well, obviously. And yes, Josh Allen, like I said, he apologized. But you know what? That's what happens. That's what happens when you're being young. And another thing. Okay? Yeah, she was being young and dumb and stupid. Okay? But it still is no excuse. No excuse at all. Whatsoever. And in a result, you should drop a pick. He will be selected to another team. He'll be selected to a team. No question about it. But it still doesn't mean he'll be a solid football player. It still don't mean he's going to be a hell of a quarterback. But probably forevermore, you create a lot of enemies that you don't even realize. You really didn't. Now, furthermore, about the NFL, about tonight's draft, who the Cleveland Browns is going to take? You could go with a Josh Allen. You could go with I don't know if I'll take Sam Darnold.